When I first found out fracture V2K, twice I tried to escape. One was the 4th of October, second time was the 8th of October. These same motherfuckers back in the day, they felt all like you could sense it in the voices, no? They felt all fucking guilty. These motherfuckers manipulated me to come back. I went all the way till Mapsa both the times. Manipulated me into coming back, saying a lot of women are waiting for what? Not for sex. It's like no to that's through sex to through a relationship to get my fucking freedom back. Both the times motherfuckers manipulated. This is in October of 2019. See the fucking halat now. Now these motherfuckers are murderously after me, and these motherfuckers are being this fucking arrogant, and it's this out in the open. These motherfuckers know where I am. I'm in Delhi. I'm up with the kind of people I'm approaching. These motherfuckers are laughing at them. They're laughing at them because they're sleeping. And this how arrogant this is. The whole of last night, dream manipulation. I was woken up thrice with my cock in this fucking this pagal chakke who's there in this motherfucker's mouth. Motherfucker sucking my fucking cock. That is the equivalent of what this motherfucker is doing. It's insane torture, but the torture is this bastard is fucking he will be sucking my fucking cock. He'll wake me up with my cock in this motherfucker's mouth. This is a kind of pagal fucking loose kudi fucking bisexual chakke I'm fucking dealing with it. So this motherfucker wakes me up 3 fucking times. This has been happening from 22nd of May. And the arrogant motherfucker still fucking use this kind of filthy fucking language, and this motherfucker uses Madrasi fucking language. This Pagal Chakka is from Bangalore. This motherfucker is Kannadiga, this motherfucker is from Bangalore, but this motherfucker has no respect for its own ethnicity, and motherfucker uses a Madrasi fucking language, literal proper Madrasi language Tamil, for abusing. Because that's what I'm getting at. Motherfucker has no respect for its own ethnicity. It uses fucking Madrasi language because the CJD finds that more posh. It's fine, literally. See how this is. Motherfucker literally finds it more posh to fucking abuse and slander in Tamil than its own mother tongue or fucking clear English, which is what this whole thing is going on from so long, is in clear English. So this is what is happening with the gang stalkers. But Benchit, when I have to write testimonials, I have to fucking sanitize it and write small time criminals, perps, traitors. I have to use this kind of language. But this is what is happening 24 fucking 7. 24 fucking 7, this is the language. From day one when these motherfuckers got involved, I've been pointing out, you do not have to abuse, you do not have to slander. You can talk to me without having to abuse and slander. They never fucking listened. They never listened. And see the halat now. And some people get confused because the recordings on Facebook, it seems. This is what is happening from 24/7 from now 18 months. 18 plus months. And this motherfucker comes out so arrogantly, motherfucker is already acting like this Ijida is fucking Makichu, some kind of fucking overlord of fucking India. This goes against every constitutional rule, law, every single thing. Only because of Samaj has let go of me this thoroughly, these motherfuckers are still being this arrogant. I'm here to even today, I'm supposed to be trying to connect with the president's office. The president of India, his office. How, if he gets to know, will he tolerate this? This motherfucker acts like as if it's written in the constitution of India that this bastard gets to torture me in this way through physical pulses as well as through verbal assaults. The verbal languages, this motherfucker allows him. What this coach is fucking going to allow me? I'm a free man in this country, allegedly, according to the laws of the government. I'm supposed to be a free man. I'm supposed to be equal in front of the law. But see how lopsided this is. And I've posted out postal addresses, and this motherfucker says zip them. What zip them? It's like you do an investigation, those bastards will cave in. Gangsters go and approach, same story again. And I know for a fact these bastards were involved. I posted names. This is not a theory. These bastards were literally involved. Literally involved. I can't approach even a private detective. This is how tightly the Samaj has locked me in. I can't even approach a private detective. This is how Samaj has locked me in. Because that fucker, the private detective who I approach, he himself will know the whole thing. About the live feed which is transmitted out of my person, as well as the voices coming out of me. Will know the whole thing. Refuse to acknowledge. Then what fucking he's going to help me? This is how tightly I'm locked in. But if anybody else wants to do it, if anybody else wants to find out, it's literally very simple. Just hire a bloody private detective, you will get to know everything. This is an open secret in Goa. Spend a little money, you will get to know every single detail. Who these motherfuckers are, what their names are, who their families are, every last detail. You will get to know everything because there are too many people in the know in Goa, including the police department in Goa, know about this. They have seen me for far too long there. As Samaj, as society, aren't you curious? You see a sex scandal on TV and you see the blurred out image of a woman. Be honest with yourself, men. Don't you feel like I would want to see her face without it being digitally blurred? Don't you, some of you may even think like, no, I want to have a similar kind of relationship with that woman. Think carefully. This is just being honest. You're not done anything wrong just by thinking that way. Think carefully. Now, what about these motherfuckers? Aren't you curious who these motherfuckers are? Aren't you curious who these whores are? Because the reviews these motherfuckers themselves are given is, these whores are better looking than Riha Chakrabarti. Now, I admit that it is true. Why? Because the other woman who I've seen in Goa, these bastards, this whores used her as a benchmark, saying they're little less better looking than her. And that woman is good looking. That is the reason I know. That is the reason I know they are that good looking, but they all not fucking hoes, and they got involved in this kind of beyond illegal, unconstitutional clusterfuck that they got involved in. Which means it gives you grip. They're open for attack. Meaning, if you have the hayseed, you can go extract money from them, get free sex, and do whatever you want. This is how it is. But I'm thoroughly frustrated that even the gangster, the underworld, is still not gotten this message. And I think it's because they don't do enough due diligence to read the whole Facebook profile. Now, whenever I'm approaching the gangsters again, I guess I'll remake this video and post it, highlight and post it on top there. And point them towards that video. I don't really believe there are gangsters in India that backward that they can't understand English. They will have somebody or the other with them who can understand English and translate this for them. This out in the open in India. Can't you understand again how much money you can extract from these bastards? Whatever the fuck these idiots have, you can extract. Not all of them are rich to begin with. It is just an illusion what they push. The more they have, the more you can extract. The more they are, the more you can make again, all over again. This is how it works. And you will be doing not just me, the country a favor by doing this. In the Mumbai blast, what happened suddenly? They were all gangsters. Suddenly, Chota Rajan, what did he do? He suddenly turned into he became a patriot. He started calling himself a patriot. In that big of a thing, if he can polish it off, do public relation campaign, imagine this story. This story, you literally will be a patriot. The government will have to shut up and give maafi to whatever crimes you have committed. This is how this works. This is literally this powerful a technology. You can go check it for yourself. Just voice to skull itself is insane. Archive, you already know that those kind of things you can already infer, you know it is true. The rest of the pulsars, only because you're not feeling it, you're acting that way. Only because you don't see me bleeding every time Madharjat pulse band when that is said, you don't see me bleeding. You can see how I'm walking right now. You can do an inquiry about that as well. April, right here in Delhi. Metro, all over the metro I walked. All over Mahipalpur I walked. Jammu I walked. Kashmir I walked. Full power raves have been dancing all over the place. The people have seen the kind of energy, the vibe that I have, the thunder that I have in terms of dance. They've seen it live. Now this motherfucker's hitting me with a mild brain fucking pulse. It causes you a mild headache. This is happening from past 5 to 8 minutes. Now these kind of things, you should understand that when it's coming out in voice to skull, this is exactly what is happening. The tuned up, this will be even more worse. This is how insane this is. And there is no chips, there is no implants, and there is no way to trace this technology. Other than in my case, if it's done in secret to someone, there is no way they can trace this technology. There is no conventional technology which exists, which can be used to trace. You will have to use a completely different type of technology which does not exist out in the open. And in secret too, I only found a very few patents which is related to tracking and tracing this technology. So if you do it to a rich person, a businessman, you can easily extract. See what is happening in my life. This is fucking is laughable, right? Is this out in the open, and yet bench they're fucking sleeping, and I'm literally like pointing out that confiscate the weapon systems first, figure out what you want to do next after that. And I'm not asking for anything from the government other than my own life and freedom back. I'm not looking for money because I know the kind of, see, I'm a patriot, but in this context I'll have to say by big mango government I'm not asking for fucking anything, because they will give you 1 lakh or 10 lakhs if you die for the country. That is the government I live with. Of course, they will offer them jobs for the immediate family, they'll offer them jobs and things of that sort, but that is not good enough. I'd rather if they give that kind of money, if I somehow I get out of this alive, and if government offers some money, I will rather do annadan with it. I don't want government's money. I'm not looking for their money. I'm only looking for my life and freedom back. After that, I know how to earn my money. I'm very capable of earning my money. My life was derailed when I was doing very well. So this is the message to the Indian underworld. How can you be this backward? The government, to some extent, I can understand. Government is always, Sarkar is always like this. They're very slow, they're very lethargic, they're very incompetent. How can gangsters be this incompetent? I believe it's just that you haven't gotten the message as it. I don't believe, I can't imagine how gangsters will be this backward. This is too horrifyingly powerful a technology. When this is happening this out in the open, see what is happening to me. I'm running from pillar to post, like the English expression. I literally am running from pillar to post. So you hand over testimony here, hand over testimony there, call here, call there. They'll say wait. They'll say like it's not happening. Go to somebody else. This is not our responsibility. This is what is fucking happening here. This is how careless the government is, and these motherfuckers are laughing at the government and fucking around even more because of that. By government, I mean the agencies that have already approached, including the opposition parties. Every single thing that I mentioned in terms of pulses is true. There is and more I've added because there are some which I haven't added. Like for example, sleep pulse. That pulse sent continuously, you will feel drowsy. The very first time this was properly conclusively it was it was in Delhi, April, when I was getting my COVID test done. I was shocked. Because before that, mild pulses I had got when I was already lying down on the bed. This time I'm standing in queue at the government dispensary in Mahipalpur to get my COVID test done. And that is when I was stunned. It was fresh. I was fresh as I was fresh. I had woken up in the morning, and the first thing I did was go to the government dispensary to get my COVID test done. I'm standing in queue. I'm getting hit so hard. It's like I'm falling down. It's sleep. It's a sleep pulse, not the brain hemorrhage pulse. This is a sleep pulse. So I had to sit down. I was pinching myself. It was insane. This is how insanely powerful this technology is. Now these things get to the bloody weapon system. This is not held by some secret CIA, Mossad, some crazy powerful secret agency. These are armed Gaddar Madarjat. The addresses are posted this clearly. You can easily get to them. Get to the motherfuckers. गांड पे लात मारो बाकी का मिल जाए, क्योंकि अभी भी ये मादर जाता लॉक करके बैठा, लॉक करके. What लौड़ा लॉक they talking about? That is as far as I am concerned. As far as I am concerned, these motherfuckers are locked from a long time. If you go there, as in if the government agencies go there, or if gangsters go there, it is very simple. You can get to all of these motherfuckers, acquire the bloody weapon system. These bastards handed over a copy of the weapon system to Jannat guest house owner in Kashmir in April. How difficult is it for you to understand that? Thereafter, that was when I was coming back, every checkpoint I passed on this message. And some police followers there understood that if it is that easy for somebody to acquire the weapon system, it will be easy to help me out as well. Yes, exactly. That is true. That was the one positive which came out of that. But yet they haven't taken any action. Which means gangsters, it is free. It's free for all for you as far as you're concerned. Because when this is happening this out in the open in public, when they don't care, in secret, what are they going to do? They won't be able to do anything. Even if the authorities, like if the person who you are targeting, somehow you can block them from all of that. But even if somehow they approach, first of all, they won't believe them. Even if they do believe them, they can't do anything. That is how insane this technology is. Those videos I wanted to make, which is about Swiss bank accounts, apparently Indians who have money in Swiss bank accounts, this year or last year, it's increased by some 30-40%, which is like thousands and thousands of crores, which is what is known to us, which is what the Swiss authorities have admitted, meaning which they haven't admitted to, there is obviously a lot more there. So if you catch hold of a rich businessman and extract, you don't have to first find out their name and address. All you need is the bloody DNA. Once you get the DNA sequence, you will get to know the entire life history. Pura Janma Kundali from birth to now, everything. Where they've hidden money, what they've done. The old ones, the old Swiss bank account style, I know. New ones, I'm not sure about. They might have more security features. The old one, you only get an account number and you get a passphrase. That is like a code word. So once you call them, you tell them this is my account number, and then they'll ask you for the passphrase. You tell them your passphrase. That is enough to confirm your identity. Then you can transfer how much of money you want via transfer automatically. Millions of dollars, crores of rupees, you can just transfer. That is how insane this is. And even if they have an additional security feature as in voice recognition, on the other end, that also can be done if you all you need to do is use this technology to suppress the person you are targeting. You can force them, you can make them, you can majboor bana sakte ho. Majboor bana ke transfer kar do. Once it's transferred, it's gone, it's all legal. Why? Because from a fucking Swiss bank account. Once it's transferred to your account, it's gone. That to help me out, I'll even show you how to set up this kind of shell accounts, offshore accounts. I know the whole drill. And how to set up shell accounts in a third party countries like in Malta and other places. In fact, if you want to you don't really have to become a citizen, but if you want to, $100,000 you can buy a bloody legal passport in Malta. Countries like Malta, it's only cost, you will have, in this context, you'll have to say only $100,000. $100,000, they'll give you a passport. You can become a legal citizen. You don't have to buy fake passport. $100,000, you'll get a passport. Without getting a passport, being an Indian citizen itself, you can still do all of this. As in shell companies, multiple shell companies. So that money which is transferred, it will go into one shell company, from there to other shell company, from there to another shell company, and you will be completely hidden. And there is no question of somebody tracing this, because it's coming from a Swiss bank account, which is to begin with is illegal money, black money, which is hoarded by some Indian here. Do you understand what I'm getting at? This is how powerful this technology is in terms of making money. These motherfuckers are nobody, loser, gaddar, madarjat, and these chakkes know about these things because of me. Because of me, they know about these things. So raid these bastards, get to the weapon system. Get to this bloody weapon system. Here I am, these motherfuckers tell me this is India. Benchit as if I don't know this is India. What I just pointed out, this is India. Mr. Wazare, have no lane there, no, I neither condemn nor condone what he did. I have no bloody opinion. But I'm only going to speak about the facts. The facts is he was an encounter specialist and he was extorting money from bar owners, as well as he even tried and he did extort a small amount from Mr. Dilip Chhabria. So what are you police doing? Like in Bangalore is backward in that sense. We don't have that much gun culture. There in person, I've tried to point out this to the police wallas. To roll call these motherfuckers, extort money from these bastards, utterly extort money from these bastards. In person through the live feed, I pointed it out. But we do not have that kind of gun culture. It's like the last time there was an encounter in Bangalore, probably was 10, 12, 15 years ago. Tangam was one of them. Cottonpet Soma was one of the encounter. Very rare. It's not like Bombay. Delhi, I'm guessing, will be more. Delhi, UP. So there are those kind of cops, and I'm giving you such an opportunity where nobody will be able to touch you. Extort money from these motherfuckers. Extort from these bastards. Nobody will be able to touch you. You'll be doing me and the country a service. Nobody will be able to touch you. Unlike Mr. Wazare's case, you will be extorting money from the gaddar small-time criminals. They keep talking about the mummy daddy, right? You can extract whatever the mummy daddy owns as well. This is the motherfuckers I'm dealing with. 16, 18 months constantly squatting on my brain. Do these motherfuckers sound like these bastards run any kind of businesses? Obviously not. Extort money from these motherfuckers. Every last rupee they have, you can extort. This is how things stand. You want more details? I've written it down somewhere in some books in my home. You want more details? I can help you with the whole thing. How to wash as in launder money. I never done it, but I know the whole drill. I know the whole drill because I happen to be internet marketer, and while through my business, while conducting my own business, I happen to chance upon these kind of articles, and I was curious, and I literally know the whole drill, including how to use Bitcoin, including how to use Bitcoin. If that that is will be a little bit of a process, but if you can get Benami Aadhaar cards, it's more simple. If you can't get, which you can, you get Benami Aadhaar card. Once you get to that level, have that kind of money, you can get Benami Aadhaar cards. Just open a bloody Paytm account and get a Paytm debit card. Go to multiple different bloody ATMs where a bloody, now even masks are there. So simple. Just draw out how much of money. There is a limit to how much money you can draw from each bank. Just keep drawing money out, and you're done. The Bitcoin transfer, that too, there is a way where you can get paid in Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin, the Indian government will get to know only if we exchange that Bitcoin into money which will come into India. Then they will get to know. If you don't do that, you can directly sell Bitcoin for cash in India. For cash, you can sell Bitcoin. Do you understand what I'm saying? Cash. Meaning it's completely laundered, completely clean. Nobody can trace that money. That is what will happen. So these kind of things I'm pointing out, right? Help me out. I will fucking show you how it is done. Or you can given out this much information. I'm giving it out this much on purpose so that you can fuck these motherfuckers up. Fuck these bastards up royally. And with as far as these motherfuckers are concerned, you don't have to worry about even laundering money. Who are these idiots are going to complain to? These motherfuckers are acting like they're fucking separate, special from the government, that these motherfuckers are beyond the law, above the law. These gandus are going to what? Complain to the police after that. Saying that this is the weapon system, this is the weapon system. Confiscate the fucking weapon system as well. Don't leave it in these motherfuckers' hands. Even if they have it, these gandus are going to go to the police station and say, this is a weapon system. We are the ones who are murderously torturing Mr. Shakti Reddy for so long. Now somebody else came and fucking extorted me. These motherfuckers are going to say that. Use your heads. They can't do anything. If you extort money from these bastards, they can't do anything. And that sex part, think carefully. How many of you, I know not everybody, but a lot of you will be interested. These are fucking disco chinals. They wear those dresses, parties. You don't have to rape. I don't condone rape. I fucking condemn rape. Don't fucking get into rape. But these sorts you can rape. Because these bitches are voluntarily fucking sex and drug addicts, and these bitches are into that kind of thing. I have been accused of not being rapey enough, literally verbatim. These are the words used. That I am not rapey enough. Do you understand now who I'm talking about? These fucking kind of whores, you can fucking have fucking sex, all type of fucking positions, whatever positions you fantasize about, you can have. They will even give you rim jobs. This is what I'm dealing with here. This is what now you can deal with. Go to these motherfuckers, extort money, free sex, free money. That's that. After you decide what you want to do next. Want to go on an immediate holiday, or you want to do something further. You can also, after extorting money, you can do these bastards are, to me, see, I'm this out in the open. These motherfuckers are being this fucking insane in my life. What do you think you can do to these motherfuckers when there is no spotlight on these days? There is going to be no spotlight. See, if a CCTV camera is focused, or if somebody is recording with a cell phone or with a video, police wallahs or whoever, just for example, there will be much more the senses, right? So that is a similar kind of spotlight which is always on me. But when it comes to these motherfuckers, these idiots have hidden themselves in that manner. Though their circles and their social circles and around there in Goa, they fucking know. The Goa, it's English, it's called the grapevine. Grapevine, as in the gossip circle, they will 100% know. And when you're police wallahs, I don't have to tell you more. You know very well. In the grapevine, this is out in the bloody open. This is impossible to keep these kind of thing completely secret. You get to one of these motherfuckers, you can get the rest of the bastards. You can also use the same weapon system to extract from the mind. You can go for the old-fashioned torture. You don't really have to use remote neural monitoring. You can go for the plain old-fashioned torture. Give them nice, proper. Do I really have to tell police wallahs? Now I'm asking this question because I know you know exactly how. Bombay cut. It was called Bombay cut because they invented it in Bombay. Give it to these motherfuckers. Extract what you can and more. Don't let this bastards off easily. This is too big. This is too bloody big. Too many people in the know. And these motherfuckers are just power tripping, fucking around because the government is fucking so lazy and lethargic. They are fucking gugus. What the fuck else to say? This kind of weapon system saying first thing Ben should confiscate the weapon system. Next fucking law, let's talk. After that, what do you want to do? And all I'm looking for is my bloody freedom. I literally am looking only for my fucking freedom. And I also, yes, I am a Hindu and a nationalist without being affiliated to any political party, which means, Ben Shud, what do you think I will do after this? I'll just get back to my lifestyle. I want to work with the security personnel closely because I know they will need me. Maybe even if you don't understand it, no, you need me for some time. I don't know, for a few months, maybe a year, I don't mind going through those scrums. After that, I have my life. I know how to earn money. I am not a minority. See, in other context, I've asked this as well. Why is this being allowed to happen in my life? Why only my religious freedoms are being infringed upon this aggressively, this violently, and nobody cares? Why? Because I'm Hindu. Looks like that is the reason. And minority community people, I don't have a problem with them. You should understand that as well. Minority community people, some of them, they themselves have pointed out that if I was from a minority community, this would not have been allowed to happen for this long. Impossible. Only because I'm majority, I'm Hindu, I'm suffering for this long. So fuck these bastards up, extract what you can, and the conclusion what I was giving was, since I also happen to be Hindu and a nationalist, what do you think I'll do after that? I'm only looking for money and I want this motherfuckers punished. That is all I care about. And the country obviously want and get the weapon system in their hands. Because this is a serious existential threat where the fucking whoever understands how much I don't give a flying fuck. I'm fucking sick of this. Because I'm giving you corroborative testimony from Chinese targeted individuals. I'm giving you fucking testimony from the Chinese mouthpiece newspapers. I'm giving you evidence. This is fucking evidence from America where they use the same technology to successfully create domestic terrorists out of ex-Navy, ex-Marine soldiers. After that much, if you still don't get it, Benchot, I'm fucking sick of it. Just look at the other aspects which you can obviously witness and see, which is voice to skull. Voice to skull, this has never happened in this manner in the entire planet. So because of that, now you help me. The rest of it in a second you can prove. Every damn last thing is provable. And since I'm Hindu and nationalist, and this is literally all I care about, my life, my freedom, and I know how to earn my money, I'm not going to, what the fuck do you think I'm going to do, Benchot, after that? Meaning I'm not controversial in that sense. The controversy has been created, the scandal has happened and is continuing to fucking happen, and you're letting this go continue. When I myself am approaching the right authorities, which is the government. Wake up, help me out. End this. Raid these motherfuckers, confiscate every single last copy of the weapon system. Every single last copy. There is no question of you leaving 1 copy, 2 copy around. Every single last copy. None of these motherfuckers are tough. I myself have never been to jail, but I've been in controlled environments. That too is on Facebook. I've taken a lot of torture, but I've never been in jail. I know what torture is. These bastards will crumple. They'll crumple and they'll start singing like fucking little, squealing like little pigs. These motherfuckers start fucking squealing and everything will come out. There are horse and fucking facts involved. How can you still not understand? Who are used to fucking cocaine, using fucking what do you think is happening here? These motherfuckers are snorting fucking cocaine. That's the reason this Pagal Chak case, 2 in the morning they can wake me up, 3 in the morning they can wake me up, 4 in the morning they'll wake me up with my cock in their fucking, that faggot's fucking mouth, because these motherfuckers have high on fucking drugs as well. These bastards, can't you understand again? These bastards do they look like the fucking tough gangsters. Get to the weapon system, raid these motherfuckers, you'll get to know everything that you need to know about them, their fucking families, fucking how much money they have, extract it. Extract that fucking money. And how you want to play it after that is on you. But if you ask me, fucking hand it over to the bloody government.